welcome back. Thanks so much for joining us. Jeff Quick is here from the Food Bank of North Central Arkansas. Welcome, Jeff.
And we have a segue because as
We
Jeff
do.
came up, what did you just tell us about poverty?
Oh, that's right.
You were
Yeah.
asking the question, where does Arkansas
Rank.
stand in that
Yeah.
ranking? We actually are number one in poverty across the nation, and specifically with childhood poverty. We've ranked number one in childhood poverty for the last couple of years, and just recently we received the new word that we'd had 24% of our children in the state were falling below the poverty line, and that number has now increased to 28%. Specifically then for North Central Arkansas, it even gets a little worse.
Really?
We're seeing that about 33% in our 9-county service area are falling below the poverty line. It's pretty overwhelming.
It is.
Yeah.
How does that affect what you do?
Well, it has meant that our focus has really kind of been honed in on the fact that we need to be working with our backpack programs and specifically some summer feeding programs for children. And the governor's office is doing a lot of good work with feeding in terms of kids as well, and so that's been helpful.
When you say summer feeding program, is that is that when they're not in school?
Right. Well, what happens is we have in North Central Arkansas we have anywhere from 60 to 80% of our children in the school districts qualifying for subsidized meals, so they're getting free or subsidized lunches and sometimes breakfast. But then when they go home during the summer, that program ends. And our backpack program is a weekend meal program for children so that they get a backpack full of food to kind of help subsidize their feeding over the weekend. But again, that ends at the end of the school year. So we're working on new projects that will hopefully give some opportunities for children and families with children to have some extra meals during the summertime.
Do you see an increase in the number of people who come in during the summer for that reason?
The projects are new, and so it's really just been something that has been happening across the state over the past year.
But did the projects come about because you saw an increase in the
Right.
summer, basically?
Right.
Like this is a definite need that we have to fill.
Right. And because of these statistics, the governor's office and the Arkansas Hunger Relief Alliance and the food banks, there's 6 of us across the state, we really looked at it and said, okay, we really have a gap here. We need to figure out a way to help offset this childhood poverty issue in our state. So it's been rough.
Well, what is the Bridge Bash? What's that all about?
One of the ways that we're looking at raising money and raising awareness is this event called Bridge Bash. Our goal is to spend one day gathering 2,000 people to stand on the Rainbow Bridge, the old Cotter Bridge, and we'll raise $40,000, which will provide 200,000 meals, and all of those meals will stay right here in North Central Arkansas.
Now, how will the money be raised just by the people standing on the bridge? They get sponsors?
Each person that stands on the bridge, our mission statement is building bridges from hunger to hope.
Okay.
So we're inviting people to stand up for hope on the Cotter Bridge, and when they decide to do that, they're making a $20 donation. And then that donation actually provides 100 meals.
Okay.
We have business sponsors across the community that have stepped up to help us with the festival, so the festival portion of the event is free. And then it makes it possible for 100% of that donation to go directly to hunger relief. So it's kind of
You
nice.
said there's a festival along with this? What's going along with the festival?
The bridge ceremony starts at 9 o'clock, and it'll take about an hour for us to get everybody on the bridge and do a brief ceremony there. And then down in the park, we have everything from a gospel music stage to a main stage. We have the Arkansas Arts Council is bringing us a dance group. They're an African drumming and dance team. We have Rio and the High Strung Band, Kim Richardson. We have Nashville recording artist Bombshell is going to be there with us. On the gospel stage, it is the Cowgill Family. And then we also have 4+1 and the Crossroads Praise Team from Mountain Home First Methodist. So it's a good group. And then we'll have vendors and food and all kinds of activities for kids and folks of all ages.
Now, can people show up that morning and still donate $20 and become part of the bridge? Or would you like to have people sign up early?
We're trying to get everyone signed up early.
Okay.
We have roughly about 1,000. We're about halfway there.
Oh, good.
And that's helping us get T-shirts distributed early and hopefully makes the process of putting 2,000 people on the bridge a little easier that morning. But of course, if someone wants to sign up that morning, bring a $20 donation, come and stand with us and celebrate with us.
I guess they shut that down. Huh? 2,000 people is quite a bit. There's no traffic can go over that bridge.
That's
can
right. No, we'll have antique fire trucks and antique taxi cabs and motorcycles and 2,000 people on a stage, and the bridge will be shut down for the
Cool.
morning.
It's a huge thing.
Now, the dates for that, we didn't mention the dates. I see your shirt, you're a visual aid today, Saturday, September 24th.
That's right.
And it starts at 9 and then runs
Through 2 o'clock.
through 2 o'clock. Now, besides the music, there'll be fun and games and food
Sure.
and the whole bit like that.
Yeah, we have the aquarium from the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission, a house, one of the bouncy houses that the kids can jump in, and face painting and food and all kinds of different vendors and activities for folks.
Wonderful. Well, now tell us a little bit more about the food bank, because if there are people who are in need, where do they go? Because you said you serve a 9-county area, so
We do.
your headquarters is at Norfolk, right?
That's right.
But then you have distribution areas.
We have the food bank itself is actually the distribution center for the pantries and the backpack programs, shelters, and soup kitchens, different organizations like that. And they're scattered out. We have 53 of those agencies scattered out a 9-county area, from Harrison over to Hardy and the Missouri line down south to like Marshall and Mountain View and Melbourne. So folks that are interested can either go to our website, which is foodbanknca.org, or they could call us at the food bank, which is 499-7565, and we'll connect you with the agency that's closest to you.
Yeah. Well, then their local, like mayor's office or something like that. If someone called, they would say, okay, the food bank in Mountain
That's
Home
right.
is located here. So then do they just show up at the food bank and say, I need some help? And the food bank, I mean,
Right.
how does that work?
Well, if someone's going, an individual's going to a food pantry and they're asking for assistance, they're going to show up. The food pantry's most likely going to ask them if they're on food stamps already. If they're not, they're going to try to help them go through that process. And they're going to go through a brief counseling session about their finances and where they're at and where they're located geographically, to make sure that they're going to the one that's closest to them and take care of them.
And take it and send them home. Is there a limit to how much food someone can come and get?
The food bank doesn't place that on there. The individual agencies have their different regulations.
Okay.
Mostly, though, folks are going once a month and getting a substantial amount of food. It doesn't provide all their meals. You know, it's a help, it's an assistance, but it's usually a once a month thing.
So is it best if someone wants to donate money or food to contact the food bank, the main head, and send it there, and then you will distribute it to
That's right.
who best needs it?
Of course, that's what I'll say. I work with the food bank, and but every dollar that someone gives to the food bank actually provides 5 meals. And of that dollar that's donated, 94% of it, 94 cents of every dollar is actually spent on the hunger relief efforts and not on my salary or other staff people.
Yeah.
So we've got a good track record, and we're doing some pretty good work with our stewardship to make sure that folks are getting the best use out of their donation when they send it to us.
Are you funded solely by donations?
Donations, grants. We do have a commodities program, the USDA commodity program, and so that's the only portion of funds that come from the government.
Okay.
We're talking about the Bridge Bash that's coming September the 24th.
That's right.
And what day is that?
Saturday.
September 24th is going to start at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
And it's an all-day festival. Show your support, come out, and there's an actual flyer for the event. And I guess you have these posted around town?
We do. We have these and billboards and advertising on radios, and of course talking with you guys today and all over. So
And if you'd like to support that, it's $20 per person
It
on
is.
the bridge.
$20 on the bridge, and then
But
come
the
and
festivities are free.
That's right.
Yeah.
So people
Come
can
and join us for
come and
free.
join the festivities, and I'm sure there'll be a place they could donate money if they can't afford $20.
That's right.
Maybe they can drop 5 into a coffee can somewhere.
Yeah,
or
there'll be
something like that.
opportunities for that. You know, and we have shuttles that are running all day, so parking won't be an issue for you. Just head toward Cotter and you'll see the signs, and we invite you to bring your lawn chairs and make a day of it.
Good. Wonderful.
Jeff, thanks for coming by.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Great event. Everybody get out and support that. Up next, we're going to be talking about a cowboy weekend with Jimmy Edwards, so stick around. We'll be right back.